Hello. If you're here, it's because you're interested in Puccini's Tosca. What can you expect to enjoy when you listen to or see Tosca in terms of music, singing, and drama? Let's go. The opening establishes the mood: darkness, violence, cruelty. The music shows that we can expect melodrama. Our hero is a painter, Cavaradossi, whose lover is Tosca. So this gives us the typical configuration of the soprano-tenor love relationship, at least in the first act. The tenor can sing beautifully about how much he loves her. The short aria is one of the most well-known extracts. And together they can develop the theme in a love duet. But all is not well. Cavaradossi gets involved in helping an escaped political prisoner evade the clutches of the evil, tyrannical chief of police, Scarpia, who is represented by the violent music we heard at the start. The finale of the first act is another famous moment. To the background of a church service, Scarpia expresses his evil intentions. He wants to see Cavaradossi on the scaffold and Tosca in his bed. Given his tyrannical methods, he seems to have every chance of succeeding. The second act takes place in Scarpia's apartment in the police headquarters. It is dominated by the interaction between Scarpia and Tosca. Here, in Scarpia's lair, he is able to exert a high degree of physical and psychological violence. First, Scarpia forces Tosca to give away the whereabouts of the escaped prisoner by having Cavaradossi tortured within her hearing. Then he gets her to agree to his bargain by pretending to spare her lover's life in return. The high points in this act tend to be dramatic rather than lyrical. There is the moment, for example, when Cavaradossi defiantly rejoices in the news that the progressive forces of Napoleon's army have defeated Rome's reactionary army, meaning that Scarpia and his regime will soon be overthrown.
Vive
The exception, the only lyrical moment, is when Tosca, struggling with the decision as to whether to give in to Scarpia, wonders how God, to whom she has been faithful all her life, could have rewarded her in this way. But melodic moments like this famous aria are rare, and high drama returns with Tosca's desperate killing of Scarpia, providing an extremely striking end to the act. The third and final act starts in a very subdued mood after the high drama of Act 2. Set on the roof terrace of the prison, it is dominated by Cavaradossi's imminent execution, but the love between him and Tosca is a constant theme. Cavaradossi's thoughts at this terrible time go back to moments of intimacy he shared with Tosca, expressed in another of the famous arias. And these memories make him regret even more his coming death. But Tosca's arrival, bearing the news that Cavaradossi is to be spared, provides a moment of relief and enables the two lovers to rejoice in their salvation. The apparently feigned execution has to proceed, of course, and melodrama dominates once more. Certain productions increase the pathos by having Cavaradossi express through his gestures that he doesn't think the execution will be feigned at all. Puccini writes music carrying a high dramatic and emotional charge to accompany the execution. This culminates at the moment when the shots ring out and Cavaradossi falls dead, in Tosca's admiring exclamation, "What an artist!" A moment of terrible irony. second of the three main characters having now died, it only remains for Tosca to perish in her turn. The opera thus finishes in an atmosphere of total destruction and desolation, Scarpia's moral ugliness having triumphed, despite his own death, over the beauty of love and over progressive causes. When the soldiers come to arrest her for the murder of Scarpia, Tosca throws herself off the battlements with the cry of "Scarpia before God." So that was a quick look at Tosca. I hope you enjoyed it, and I would be very interested to read any comments that you may have. If you want more on Tosca, you can watch the longer version of my video. Don't hesitate to give me a like and to subscribe to my new channel.